All right then, so far we have run 4 commands. Constitution to outline some foundational, non-negotiable principles. Specify to make a high-level spec. Clarify to clarify any ambiguities, edge cases and whatnot in the spec. And then plan to make a full detailed technical implementation plan for the feature. The next command we need to run is the tasks command, which takes the plan documents and from those makes an actionable set of tasks for the coding agent to work on to implement that plan. Alright, so in the chat, all we need to do is run the tasks command without any additional input because we've already made the entire plan, and this next step is just about turning the plan into a series of tasks for the AI model to follow. So same as always, before we run this command, I just want to close the chat and take a quick look at the tasks command prompt file to see what it actually does. So let's open that file up. Now inside this prompt, we can again see this arguments thing right here, which captures any user input after the command. So you can offer some additional input if you want to, but so far I've not needed to. But anyway, down here, it instructs the model to, first of all, run this script, which does a few things to check the current feature branch, the planned documents paths inside the feature folder, etc. And that script outputs those things to the terminal so the agent can then use them for the rest of these instructions. So down here, it tells the agent to read those documents if they exist. Then it has to generate the tasks using the tasks template file, which is inside the templates folder. And it says to replace the example tasks in that template with the actual tasks based on the following things. It also outlines some task generation rules down here as well, followed by some guidance on how to order the tasks. Then down here, it says group tasks together using AP, where they can be run in parallel by the coding agent. And then finally, where to create the new task file. So that's the prompt for this command, fairly straightforward. Now let's close the file, open the chat back up and fire this command off. Okay, so it looks like it's all done, and you can see we've got that new task file right here, tasks.md. So instead of reading through this summary now, I'm just going to go to the file that it generated. This, by the way, is inside the same specs folder, inside the feature folder as well. So right here, we have a bit of information about it. First of all, the import and then the prerequisites. So these are the files that it read, the plan files. And then we have the branch name, when this was generated, and the total number of tasks. Now down here, the execution flow, this is the instructions to the model to actually create the tasks. They're not the tasks themselves, so I'm going to skip over those. And then down here are the tasks, and they're split up into different phases. So 3.1 is setup, then core implementation, and so forth. And each task has an identifier starting with T001 all the way up to 22, I think. So there's 22 tasks in total. So in this setup phase then, we can see the first one is to install and configure shardcn, and the second one is to install datefns, and the third one is to configure Tailwind CSS theme with pastel colors. So these are very much setup tasks, right? And then the core implementation is down here. So we've got different layers as well inside this core implementation. So we've got the type definitions and models, all these tasks right here. So the goal, interface, local storage service, etc. Down here, we've got some UI building blocks that it needs to create. So the goal card component, the goal form, modal component, etc. Then we've got some business logic down here, which is phase 3.3. So that includes things like making that custom hook, all the logic that goes into that, the goal creation logic, completion logic, etc. Then we've got integration and layout. So everything we've done so far, all the components we've made, the hooks, it's kind of putting it all together into the different pages and the layouts right here. And then finally, we have this phase 3.5, which is the polish stage. So it adds visual highlighting for urgent goals, basically some final touches, all right? And down here, we have some sequential dependencies. So it's basically saying that certain things have to be done before other things. So it knows the order to do these in. And down here, if we go down here right to the bottom, these are different bash commands it can run, but we've got some different details for all of the different tasks. And down here, there should be, no, there's none. Oh yeah, there it is. So the constitutional compliance. So it's basically saying here that it's looked at the constitution file as well, and it's reiterating no automated testing tasks were included. All verification is manual. All right, so that's good because I don't want any tasks creating for this. So we have the task list now. And that means in the next lesson, we can go ahead and start implementing these tasks. However, there is one more optional command that we can run, first of all, which we're going to do, and that is the analyze command. So we'll see that next.